Hey, good people, it's your girl Katrina Denise, and this is another episode of Katrina's Book Bag. I am here with a couple of great books just in time for Father's Day. The first book I'd like to bring to you is entitled In Daddy's Arms, I Am Tall. It is a book or a compilation, I would say, of poetry by several African Americans celebrating fathers. This is the winner, as you can see, of the Coretta Scott King Award. And so let's jump right in. This particular book of poetry is a book that celebrates dads through poetry, obviously, and it talks about and honors dads from many different angles or perspectives. It talks about the dad who may be the farmer working out in the field in the heat of the sun, and the honor that he brings and representing the family and being a strong man. It talks about or gives you some poetry that represents daddy's hands. Daddy's hands as he walks mama to church. Daddy's gentle hands as he's with a child. Poems like Tickles, where it talks about how dad tickles you and the playfulness that a father can bring. And then as you go throughout the book, you learn even more, such as in this particular poem entitled In Daddy's Arms, which talks about the wisdom of a father and how in Daddy's arms this child feels as tall as the sky. In Daddy's arms, this child, I'll just read you a line. In Daddy's arms, I am tall. Taller than Benny and my friends Aid and George. Taller than Uncle Billy, and best of all, I'm an eyeball even Steven with my big brother Jamal. In Daddy's arms, I am strong. And then it continues on with some very awesome poems. Again, talking about fatherhood, talking about how dad continues to be that backbone in the family and lays a foundation. And I'll leave you just with this particular poem that talks about dad planting seeds in a child's life and the promises. Dear Daddy, I'm sorry I didn't do what you told me to do. If I can do better, can I still be your little boy? Dear son, you will be my little boy for all of your little boy days. And when you are no longer a little boy, I will still be your daddy. This is an awesome book, guys. Get a copy of In Daddy's Arms, I Am Tall, a book to celebrate fathers through poetry. Now, I couldn't let this second book go by. So, yes, this is a double feature review. This book is written by the one and only Will Smith. It is entitled Just the Two of Us. Now, this book, instead of being written by African Americans honoring their father, this particular book is from the perspective or the voice of a dad. And it talks about the dad from the moment the baby was born all the way until the child grows up. From the first time the doctor placed you in my arms, I knew that I'd meet death before I let you meet harm. Although questions arose in my mind, would I be a man enough against wrong, choose right, and stand up? And then you see the lovely picture of a father holding his child for the very first time. And as you travel throughout the book, it talks about dad and how dad drove him home from the hospital and how dad didn't want to let the baby go. Now, guys, throwing it in there. My sister just had a baby, and the dad doesn't want to let the baby go. So this is a book I'll definitely be sharing with them. At any rate, it looks at the relationship between this father and his child. And after a couple of pages describing how the father feels, it then comes to this repetitive line throughout the book. Just the two of us, building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I. And then as you continue throughout the book, we learn more about their relationship, from the classic moment of taking your child to the barbershop for the first time, to playing that basketball game and sports with the child. And even when things don't work out between the mom and the dad in this book, he says to him, you were conceived in love. So if the world attacks and you slide off track, remember one fact. I've got your back. And it talks about the relationship between this father and his child. He gives him advice about losing a girlfriend or someone breaking your heart. When people don't people mistreat you, how the dad will always be there. And the dad says to him, you're living proof that dreams come true. I love you and I'm here for you. So get yourselves a copy of this awesome book, because it's just the two of us building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. Look, guys, Two great books, Just the Two of Us by Will Smith and In Daddy's Arms. This is a compilation of poems by African American men celebrating their fathers. Look, I hope you're somewhere reading with your child, but take this opportunity, this particular holiday that's Father's Day coming up soon, to purchase an awesome book where the child can write a note to their dad and then build lasting relationships where the two of them can read together. This is your girl, Katrina Denise, telling you to continue to follow my channel and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and spread the word about literacy. Guys, we've got to continue to help our kids learn and love to read. Until next time, this is Katrina's Book Bag. Talk to you soon. Happy reading.